Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you can hear me. Hello to the one person that joined. I'm going. So today we are going to be discussing, or really talking, how to create an identity for Micronation. An identity is something that is developed in a nation's culture. So, for an example, the United States. The United States, the United States' identity is its flag and its cultures that make up the United States. Something like the national bird, the bald eagle, um, is something that makes up America's identity. Most people would say guns make up America's identity as well. So, for a micronation, hello Connor, for a micronation, um, identity is important to make your micronation stick, to have it be recognized and be liked by other people. Can you guys hear me okay? So, one way to develop an identity for a micronation is making a flag, one that has unique symbols on it. Whether that be like how Eternia's flag is, where it has the arrow of progress. For the arrow of progress, with the colors that you choose, whether that holds any sort of cultural value, such as like um, Astoria. Astoria's flag is black, white, and blue, and it's very Germanic looking. So that's a part of their identity. That's who they are. Um, if you want to, the ways that you should go about making a nation's identity is thinking of, in the back of your mind, thinking of what is my nation's identity? What kind of culture are we? What kind of people are we? What kind of government are we? What kind of, just like all these different variables. Usually picking a national animal or naming geographic locations in your micronation, or if you don't have any geographic areas in your micronation, um, things that people just think of, I guess. But mostly picking a national animal will help. Um, Picking a color, a flower, something that's gonna go, okay, that's who they are. They're this insert micronation name. So yeah, that's how you can develop an identity. Connor says hello. Hello, Connor. Welcome back to the stream. I know some of you guys are joining back from the other one that didn't go so well. Um, Connor says, "My nation is backing a coup in another nation, and we will establish a dictatorship." How are you going? How are you going about doing that? At least everyone's saying we can hear you. Okay. Connor says, "My flag is yellow, red, and orange." That's cool. Good combination. Um, in an artistic terms, those are like fire or hot colors. Elijah Wood says hello. Hello, Elijah Wood. Welcome back. Astoria says we can hear you now. Astoria says Astoria has a simple flag with a complex history. Yeah, and I mentioned your flag and how its colors represent something that's Germanic, which is very interesting. But yeah, flags help a lot with developing an identity. It's kind of how people. It's a way of people showing, yes, this is what we are. This is we're all represented by this flag, and you'll see that throughout flags around the world. That that's how it is. You have like Pan African colors, Pan Arabic colors, or Pan Middle Eastern colors. You have Pan American colors, although not really a thing, but like red, white, and blue. I guess you could say just those colors in general, and then each flag uses symbols that represent what's a part of their culture. Like the flag of China has 5 stars on it. Those 5 stars represent the five mythical creatures that made up China's ruling. Now, I don't exactly know this off the top of my head, but sorry, I don't know these off the top of my head. But if you look at the Chinese Republic flag in 1911 it was. They used 5 different colors, and you can also see that in the nationalist Chinese military during the Chinese Civil War, and also during World War II. They had 5 color point star with all the different colors of the emperors that ruled China in ancient times, according to their culture. So that's a little interesting tidbit of why China has 5 stars on their flag. So even though even though they kind of threw away some of their cultural identity because Mao's like, yeah, let's have a cultural revolution and throw away Chinese culture, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, um, my story. Robert GC says, "Hello, hello." He says, Robert says, I finished my second Civil War story. Very cool. The story says, we have 7 civil wars. Hashtag Lamo. Hashtag please help me. That's on you, man. Connor says, the 4 small stars represent the four social classes. I didn't know that. I thought they were representative of the 5 mythical emperors that ruled China, and they're just implementing that. And then Connor goes on to say the big star represents the Communist Party. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, um, what's another flag that can help with identity that has a cool story to it? Can't really go over many communist flags. It's kind of just the same song and dance. But hmm, a flag. Does anyone know of a flag that has an interesting character? Interesting. The flag of Ukraine and Latvia. I don't know too much about those flags, or at least the histories behind them. But I know that Ukraine's flag is very different among the surrounding nations. That it has that mostly of pan-Slavic colors. So Ukraine's flag stands out a lot from that. Um, Connor Connor says The yellow represents the wheat fields and the blue is the sky. That sounds very nice. And I think that represents Ukraine pretty well. And then Connor says, and Latvia has something to do with the blood during battle. Interesting. Astoria says, fun fact: Astoria's name was the Democratic People's Union of the Republican Party of Astoria for one day. This was April 1st, so April Fools. Interesting. Connor says, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know too much about those flags. Um, hmm. What's some other flags that you guys know of? Oh, um, it's called. Um, what's that country? What's the country? Astoria says Astoria's flag also means the night sky, the the off the often snowfall, and the blue sea. Very nice. Very good colors too. The fact that you put some backing to what those colors mean is also helping to form what the identity of your flag in your nation means. So that's very good. Connor says, when my nation Cotter Menisland was the Republic of Cotter Menisland, we had just plain colors without anything on the flag. Interesting. That's not necessarily a bad thing either. A lot of recognizable countries, they just have just that, plain colors. Connor says, when we became socialist, the Socialist Republic of Cotter Menisland, we added a yellow star, which is pretty typical of socialist or communist micronations, a way to represent the all is one kind of thing, or that aspect of socialism. Um, Astoria is currently occupying two countries and is about to incorporate them into our land. Um, yes, sorry, Astoria. Connor just said the Nordic cross flags. Yes, that is a great example of identity because they all have, even though their flags have different colors, they all have the Nordic cross in it, which is a part of their identity. It also goes back to history with like the whole union that they had or whatever. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, that's a great example of identity and flags. Astoria says Astoria is currently occupying two countries, incorporate them into our land. How are you going to incorporate them into your land? Are you going to have them hold a referendum, or are you just annexing them? Connor says, I'm looking at my European flag collection right now to get ideas. All right. Um, I don't know if most or if any micronations do this at all, but having a national flower or some kind of plant could also help with with identity. Um, a national animal, um, maybe a national anthem if you ever get that far, or if you think that hard. Um, Astoria says Astoria's military flag features the Nordic Cross because we have routine routes to Sweden. That's cool. I remember you told me about that in the DM that you guys have routes to Sweden and Germany, which is very very interesting. Connor says the Union Jack of the UK represents Britain, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. England. Okay. Yeah. And Connor says the country we are backing a Kuan is the rose is Kuan is has a rose in the a national flag. They have a rose in their national flag. Okay. Oh, why are you trying? Why are you cooing the government in that country? We have 5 viewers and 2 likes. I wasn't expecting a lot of people to watch, honestly. The first stream went over really well, but I guess this one isn't as cool. Astoria says also Astoria was supposed to be a joke nation, but it developed to a functional government. That's very good. Um, it's great that it became something more than you thought it would become. So hopefully that makes you happy. Um, Connor, Connor says the national flower is the rose. The flag has a national bird, a dove, and a red background. Very interesting. Why are you cooing this nation though? Is there some kind of interest in that, or you guys need more territory, or what's going on there? We have 6 people and 3 likes. I don't know where AP is. I feel like maybe he'll pop in at some point, but right now it's just me. Um, I don't know if you can see that I sewn a flag. Where is it here? And that's representative of the group that I used to be in, or I guess sort of participate in. But it's like a German Empire kind of group that we played on a video game. But yeah, I thought I'd show that. Connor says there are a one party state and want to establish a a multi and we want to establish a multi party state. But why would you make it a dictatorship if you're going to do a multi party state? That kind of seems counterproductive. It says Connor says that's more democratic but still socialist instead of a Jewish nation. Okay. We have 4 viewers and 4 likes, so we're at that equal ratio. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Um, hmm. Is there any questions you guys have for me? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and look at that flag you sent me. By the way, I didn't look. Oh, Elijah Wood says, "What is your favorite pizza?" Um, I don't know what my favorite pizza is. I like most pizza. Story says, "Why are you stalking AP in the bathroom?" I don't know. Uh, Connor says, "My mistake. We are establishing a more democratic state, not a dictatorship." Okay. Raspberry Taman says, "Hello, fellow macro nationalists." It says that twice. We have 5 people and 5 likes. Um, but Elijah, I don't know if I have a favorite pizza per se. Any other questions? I feel like a lot of people jumping in, they're like jumping in and out. That they're like, "Oh, this is an AP. I'm leaving." And I was like, "Oh man." Astoria says, "Let's make Vincent the leader of Aeternia." No, that's not up to me. Raspberry says, "Sorry, that second one was a glitch. That's understandable. Sometimes it happens." Connor says, "Do you participate in any other micronations?" No, not really. Elijah Wood says, "What are your thoughts on committing a sin, aka putting pineapple on pizza?" Then I already answered that question for you. That's bad. It's a sin. Connor says, or used to, as they should say. Okay. Astoria says, rename Eternia to Vincent Land. No. This isn't my micronation. This is AP's. I'm just helping him with his watch time. Hopefully, it can help his channel along and hopefully grow Eternia. Connor says pineapple on pizza is illegal. Yes, it is illegal and it should be. Elisha Wood says true and factual facts. Astoria says opinion on light mode users. Um, I don't know. Personally, I like using dark mode, but that's just me. What are your guys' opinion on Discord light mode? Because that stuff's whack. Connor says they should be eradicated. I don't know about that. Story says light mode users should be in jail. Um, Maybe you can do that in your micronation. You can put people who use light mode in jail. See how that goes. Connor says yes with a lot of exclamation marks. We have 7 viewers and 5 likes. I'm glad this stream's going better than the last one. I guess I won't use this mic anymore, considering that it doesn't work. I'll just use the one that's on my laptop. Right, 8 viewers. Sorry, I'm yawning so much. It's 7 at night. Communist micro. Oh, Astoria says communist micronations suck. Yes, communism bad. AP would say he's okay with it. I don't like communists per se. Um, Connor says, explain your uniform. This is just an outfit that I made. I thought I'd look nice on camera, so I'm wearing something nice. It's not really a uniform or anything. It's just kind of like a suit with a bandana. Elijah Wood says, who in the right mind would use light mode? Bruh. Raspberry says, I don't mind them. Connor says they don't work. Yeah, communism tends to not work. It turns into an authoritarian state most of the time. Other people say anything can turn into an authoritarian state. Well, communism is more likely to do that right off the bat. My story says, why was AP stalking you on Earth, on Mars, on the 4th of April, June 21st? I don't know. I couldn't answer that for you. Raspberry says, I wouldn't hate them before I knew them, but to see things like rules and the first ruler and the rulers first. Well, I'm not really dissing people who do that. I'm more so dissing the government system they're using or the economic system they're using. Astoria says, I see. Imposter. Elijah Wood says, fake name why? I don't know. Fake name says, Kisteria will have a great history, but not until I'm after I'm dead. Oh, okay. Astoria says, also I see AP stalking you from behind. Watch out. I don't see anyone behind me. Fake name says, I like brightness. That's good for you, man. We got 8 viewers and 5 likes. Hopefully we get some more likes going. What can we do for likes? He disappeared. I saw him real. Oh, Astoria says, he disappeared. I saw him real. Connor says, the Republican Molossus will take over the whole world. Could you imagine, dude? That'd be an interesting experience. Connor says, super good ending. Fake name says, make that 6 likes. Thank you for the 1 + 5 likes. Connor says, world domination ending. Elijah Wood, don't you also like your retinas? I do like my retinas. I think they're very good. They help me see things, although if I take my glasses off, I can't really see that well. So I have to keep these on to see. Juan says, hi, I'm still planning my micronation, but I'm stuck writing the Constitution. Do you have any tips? My micronation is an aristocratic federation, by the way. So Constitution is down to whatever you're thinking your nation should be. But I would say a constitution should be the outline of your government. So just write rules and regulations for the government or the military if you have one. Um, whether you're going to be whatever whatever type of government you're going to have, make sure to put that in the outline. Pretty much figure out what you're doing. I would think of it in sections. So you have your right, like your rights of the people, government regulation, military regulation if you have one, if you have a military, that is, and then go through and like flush those out. So just get a rough idea of what kind of laws you want to have. We're at 9 viewers and 6 likes. Raspberry says all micronation bad ending. They all become sovereign. Oh god. That'd be an interesting world. It'd be quite expensive to live in a world that like that. Story says, I think monarchy/electoral monarchy is one of the best ideologies for a micronation, which I agree with. That could be very workable. We're at 11 viewers and 6 likes. We're at 9, 2 people left. Fake name says, gotta go BBS. Oh, okay. Connor says, isn't Krygastan inside of Germany? I have no idea. And Germany is inside of Russia, right? No. And Russia is inside of China, right? I don't think so, Connor. I don't think that's how geography works. Robert says back, finally back. Welcome back to the stream. Any more questions for me? Robert says he's joking, kid. Bruh. Chancellor of the Asmore Federation. Hello there. General Kenobi. And story says, Vincent, turn around, AP is behind you. No, I won't. How about that? Robert says, so acts your position in Aeternia. Oh, what's my position in Aeternia? I don't have one yet. I don't have an official title. I wasn't given one yet. Astoria says, he's going to get you, Vincent. Ah! Okay. Elijah Wood says, I see you're a man of culture as well. Yeah. I get memes, man. I get pop cultural references, man. Another question for you. Have a girlfriend? No, I don't. I don't have a girlfriend. Astoria says, oh no, I see him too. Ah! What is he chasing after you too? The Queer Empire says, good day. Good day. Robert says, do you want a family? We'll get there when we get there, I guess. I don't know. I'm not financially ready to support a family yet. Connor says AP might murder you if you turn around. Well, then I guess I'm not going to turn around. Robert says, "Do you love Eternia?" Uh, I don't love Eternia per se, but like, I thought I'd join it. I thought I'd join it to do something, I guess. Um, the story says, "Frick, this AP is now part of Astoria's folklore." Good, I'm sure you'll have fun with that. Robert says, "Are you Are you a usurper against AP?" No, I just help him with streams and stuff. The Chancellor of the Asmore Federation. I discovered the micronation of this YouTube channel on Instagram last week. That's very cool. Um, he also asked, "Do you ever play nation states?" No, I don't know what that is. We have 7 likes and 7 viewers. Oh, and who said that? The Asmore Federation. Um, Me and AP do streams. He's not streaming today, but I am. So usually he'll stream. Um, Raspberry said, "Sorry, I have to go for a second." All right, see you. And Connor says, "You should play Nation States. It's very fun." Like, is it a game? Robert says, "Are you still in school?" No, I graduated already, dude. I'm not active. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says, "Game/government simulation." Interesting. Earlier. Um, what was your comment earlier? The Queer Empire says, "I played Nation States. It was kind of boring in my opinion." Robert says, "What's your favorite food?" My favorite food. Huh. What's my favorite food? I like all kinds of food, dude. I have no idea. So, Astoria says, "You know what Vincent is a part of? Of Vincent is a part of the folklore." Elijah's would. If Vincent turns around, then we all see AP's face and find out that they're conjoined twins. That'd be scary. Astoria says, "So is his glasses." Robert says, "What state are you from?" "I'm from Indiana." Connor says, "Nation states gets boring after time." Connor says, "My favorite food is Ukrainian chibruk. Chibruke. I can't. I can't speak that. Sorry, I don't speak Cyrillic, even though it's in English characters." Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says, "Does the Empire have an official desk IRL?" I don't know. You'd have to ask AP that question. I don't know. Esther says, "Bro, that would be funny. Just imagine seeing AP's face and then screaming." Um, I don't know. Maybe it'll happen. He'll like no clip through the wall. Hey guys. Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says, um, "Furniture desk." I don't know if we have an official furniture desk. I'm just using the desk that I have at my room. Connor says, "I have to go for a bit. Bye." Bye, Connor. Thank you for sticking around. Uh, Robert says, "I met a stupid guy earlier. He pretended to be a Q veteran for money, and then he said he served a tour in Wakanda and fought alongside Chadwick." What? That's so random. I'm sure that was quite the experience. AP lives in the back room. Astoria says, "Imagine seeing AP's face appear out of the wall screaming, 'Hey guys, Hey guys, today I'm going to kill Vincent. Bro, what is this chat, dude? Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says the Asmore Federation was able to acquire a wooden corporate desk from a business that was closing down almost free. That's good, man. Free stuff is always good. Elijah Wood says, I mean, we haven't seen AP and Vincent's in the same room. Coincidence? I think not. Rasmus says he doesn't live there. He lives in the back rooms. Bruh. AP be living in the back rooms, bruh. God. We're just memeing in this chat, aren't we? Robert says back rooms. Astoria says B when AP is around, we're all serious, but when it's Vincent, we all go bonkers. Chancellor of Asmore says, any advice for custom flag places? I don't know of any custom flag places. I just sew my own. Like I sewed that flag here. I just sewed that myself because I don't know where to get custom flags. Astoria says, I love. Oh, he's going back to the comment. Manu says, hi, just arrived. What were we talking about? Right now we are memeing. If you want to join in on the meme fest, but we went over how to establish identity in a micronation. I'm sure you can scroll back the video to watch the beginning and then come back to now. The Chancellor of Asmore Federation says, nice. Let's see. We got any more memes and questions or things for me to read out? We got 9 viewers and 7 likes. Guys, let's get to our goal of 50,000 likes. I will do a backflip into a volcano. Robert says, oh, did I mention he claimed that he needed a wheelchair because we got 60... He fought 60 jihadists by himself with a pocket knife in Wakanda. I don't know what jihadists are doing in Wakanda, but Wakanda's not a real place. I think he was a little schizo. Elijah Wood says, flag sewing tutorial, when is it going to happen? I'm not the best sewer in the world. You can probably watch YouTube videos for that. Rasmus says, Astoria, where your name come from? Astoria says, bro, imagine AP's face just appears on Vincent's face, and then he screams, hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to teleport in people's faces. Bruh. Robert says, yeah, he did appear mentally ill. Yeah, it probably makes sense. He's probably a little off his rocker. Astoria's name comes from the fake language Astorian, meaning Delmarvans. The Queer Emperor says, what's your stance on recreational catnip? My opinion on recreational catnip. I don't know. Batman seems to be very fond of it. I did walk in on him and he's like, where's the catnip? Where is it? So I think it's illegal right now, as Batman was going nuts to find it. He just tore up the whole place. Robert says, but he was so coherent. I don't know, man. That sounds like an interesting conversation. That sounds like an interesting conversation that you had with this random dude. Monitor says, don't make those promises. We might reach those numbers in the future. I don't know. Right now we're at 7 likes. We're not even close to hitting 50,000. If we hit 50,000 likes in this stream, which I know isn't possible at all, I will it's here. Let's make a goal. If we can get up to 12 likes, I will sing the ABCs. Rasmus says, Astoria Voldemort, hold my water. Bruh. Story says, imagine if Vincent actually AP and AP is actually Vincent. That's some weird ass universe, man. I don't know. Elijah Wood says, "Are you a cat or dog person?" I'm a dog person. The Queer Empress says, "I heard Batman's coming out of rehab in 2 weeks." Yeah, it was quite unfortunate. It was kind of sad. I had to drive him to the rehab center. He was getting all jittery. Yeah, not a good time. He wouldn't sit still in his chair. I had to strap him down in the car seat. A little bit of duct tape. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says the Asmore Federation was able to had custom flag patches created before the coup sickness. As micronations were on the AF, try to create uniforms at this time, just being our chancellor's cloth. Cool. Raspberry says, I heard he was in the asylum. Ooh, that doesn't sound nice. He was in the crazy house. Oh, we hit 12 likes. Time for me to sing the ABCs. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? There we go. We're at 13 likes and 11 views. We gotta make this. We gotta make this watch time go up for AP, guys. We're gonna do it. I hope so. We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. Um, Raspberry says my Voldemort joke is the joke is because of the first book in the movie. Cool. Um, Haskari says, "Hello there, fellow Vincent. Hello there, fellow person. We were talking on Twitter Spaces before." Asteria says, "I totally didn't use my bits." Robert says, "Oh no." Um, Nabak says, "Official says, hello, hello." Story says, "Bots, bots." The Queer Empire says, "Great performance. Thank you very much." Robert says, "I went to a micronation today, and there was 26 different warlord states. And that sounds like Japan, dude. Are you sure you didn't go to Japan in like the ancient times, or the United States nowadays?" Fake name says, "Fun fact: not only was he bi, but he also was a major." And I'm referring to Gibbs. Oh, you're referring to Caesar? Yeah, that guy was a slut. Fake name says Caesar was a mad lad as well as a Chad. Bruh. Suri says, I meant like it went on different accounts to like the video. Oh, okay. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says our founder was a warlord, so I'm taking it you won. Uh, Raspberry says, okay, so when someone said Batman was coming out for rehab, and I said, I heard he was going in the asylum as a response to them. Sorry for the confusion. No, it's all good. I played it off as a joke anyway. Monitor says, now if the stream gets 20 likes, he has to hum the entire Eternian anthem. I don't know what the Eternian anthem is actually. But if we hit 20 likes, um, what could I do? If I hit 20 likes, if I hit 20 likes, I'll do a trick with the Zippo lighter. How about that? If we hit 20 likes, I'll do a trick with the Zippo lighter. Okay, the story says, okay, hold my beer. Chancellor of Asmore Federation. Yep, now a federal empire. The empire. I don't know. Whenever I read Empire, I think of Palpatine. So, do we have any other questions for me? Any memes? Fake name says unitary is better. Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says, "I am the Senate." Elijah, what's his favorite movie? Yeah, Star Wars is pretty based. The Queer Emperor says, "Are you also at war with the trees like my empire?" I'm not at war with the trees. I think they're pretty okay. They're good people. Very fine people. The tree people. Manu says, "The anthem is we're finally landing by home." Oh, fake name says the Galactic Empire was right. Robert says, "So yeah, what would happen to Eternia if the U.S. collapsed?" If the U.S. collapsed, I would think Eternia would just keep doing what it would be doing and just, you know, just keep existing and working and stuff. Of course, we don't want to leave out the streams for this fun time we're having right now. Astoria says, "Almost someone." Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says, "Isn't kind of fun to find fine clothes to dress the part for part of a government leader?" Well, I'm not a government leader, but I am dressed fine. Astoria says, "One more. I don't have extra accounts." Torrance Kingman says, "The U.S. is set up for its self-destruction along with it all of Western civilization." Interesting observation. Fake name says the Rebel Alliance was a terrorist organization. I guess from their perspective, yes, but from the movie's perspective, I guess it's the good guys. But Star Wars lore is pretty deep. Robert says Eternia would get independent and take over northern Alabama, bruh. that'd be pretty based. Torrance Kingman says Observer State. The Queer Empire says dress sharply. He said Elijah Woods says we hit it. Let's go. We're at 19, not 20. We need to get 20, and I do a trick with a Zippo lighter. Of course, there's no fuel, so it doesn't turn on. All I can do is like do flips and stuff with it. Astoria says, "Please, guys, one more like almost 20." Chancellor of the Asmore Federation says, "Watch Rogue One. The rebels fought dirty." I haven't watched Rogue One. I still have to watch a lot of the Star Wars movies. I have to catch up. Elijah Wood says it's 20 on my end. It says 19 on my end. It says we have 10 viewers and 19 likes. So we just need one more like. We gotta hit our like goals, man. We're like, it's like those YouTubers who are like, "Come on, guys, smash the like button." Fake name says all empires fall. When Casteria falls, it will pave the way for a phoenix to rise. Rome will be restored, and the world will bow before true civilization. That sounds very empowering, my friend. We're at 20 likes. Time to do a trick with a Zippo lighter. Yay, I didn't do it. I'm a little rusty with this shit. There, yay, trick. I'm bad. I don't have any cool stuff to do. Astoria says, "I made a new account, and there we go. I like. Thank you, Astoria." Let's do some more questions. Any more questions that you guys have for me? Um, things like micronation questions, questions about history. If you want to talk about guns, I'm all up for that. Chancellor of the Asthma Federation says, ever analyzed the city state of Dracul of Dalok from Shrek? No, I haven't. Fake name says best gun. Man, that's a tough question. The best gun, an AR-15. It's a pretty solid system. Kingdom of Hesperia says, speaking of phoenixes, Hesperia's full title is the United Phoenix Empire of Hesperia. Uh, Torrance is Kingman. Torrance Kingman says, fake name, are you not Observer State? Astoria, best micronation? Say Astoria now, please. Best micronation. Um, I don't know. I don't have a favorite micronation. Fake name says, no, I'm Note. Kingdom of Hesperia says, because we've risen from the ashes of a dying nation. That's pretty cool. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says, micronation question. Does it still count as a nation, even if it's just one person in it? Yes. You can have your stuffed animals as citizens, I guess. Or you can do your pets. It's a funny idea. Astoria says, I'm going to send AP to your house. Are you going to send them in a box, or how are you sending them to my house? How's that going to happen? Fake name says, not. Robert says, if Eternia is invaded by the U.S., who wins? The United States. Torrance Kingman says, anyone interested in investing in a bank? Bank. Bro, why are you asking people to invest in a bank? Elijah Wood says, at 30 likes, flip your glasses. Okay. All right, let's do that. Torrance Kingman says, does Eternia have a military? No. Eternia doesn't have a military. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says, can fictional characters be in a micronation? If you want them to be, yeah, I guess. Robert says, because what happened if all micronations teamed up against the U.S. and attempted to take territory? Micronations don't have sufficient militaries, or if they even have a military at all. It's not possible. The United States military has kicked ass for the past 200 years. I don't think we're or any alliance of micronations could ever win a war with a juggernaut like that. Fake name says best Roman emperor except for Augusta or Trajan. Best Roman emperor. I don't know too much about Roman emperors. Can't answer that question. Torrance says Robert CG. Think of territory outside of the U.S. Minor says the U.S. will destroy them in all one blow. Yeah, pretty much. Robert says past 200 years, Canada invaded the U.S. and almost won 200 years ago. So, well, Canada also had the aid of the British military. So, Manu says, and it would probably paint a bad image for micronations for a long time with help of the media. Yeah, because media is propaganda. Torrance Kingman says, you can't start a real micronation without a sound economy policy and plan. King Mania wants economic independence from micronations. It starts with a bank. So you're pretty much making a national bank, like kind of like the Swiss bank or something like that. Astoria says, You know what disgusts me? Some people are saying the dude that did the school shooting is all right because he had a bad day. Like what the fuck? Yeah, um, pretty bad stuff. Fake name says before Canada invaded U.S., the U.S. had burned down 3 provinces, capital. That's why the White House burned. Torrance says, "Yup, media is propaganda. Yes, it is." You can see that more so today with news channels. They're very biased. Um, they also like to capitalize off of tragedy. Robert says, "But what if there was a single large island founded by micronations, and they colonize and take micronation and micronations try to take it?" I guess micronations would probably fight each other, or they just band together to make one nation. I don't know. That's a very interesting concept. Um, Probably more likely they'll probably just make an alliance and just agree. All right, we're all in this together. Let's just have a big alliance, kind of like a NATO kind of thing. If one guy gets attacked, everyone else is gonna help him or something like that. Torrance Kingman says more like Morocco and its national corporation. Okay. Fake name says gotta go. See you later. Bye, fake name. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Raspberry says the media takes events and twists them to their liking and to the viewer's liking. Yeah, that is true. Chancellor of Asmore Federation says an alliance. An alliance. Thanks for the chat. See you later. Please keep up the live stream. Okay. Elijah Wood says I hate people commit tax fraud. This is not the world I want to raise my 27 dependents on. What if the U.S. Robert says, what if the U.S. collapse and micronations seize vast swaths of land? Well, you'd have to fight states then. I'm sure the states would have their own national guards. So you'd probably have to fight a state's national guard. But it would be very difficult. That's quite a predicament to think about. That should be like a video on its own of a what if. Torrance Kingman says, Robert, think more real. Think more real ownership, contract, and agreement. We don't have to be savages and build shakes on shacks on a random island. Elias Woods it in. Torrance Kingman says, Robert, stop waiting on the collapse. You need to be ready before shit hits the fan. And then he says, it's not a what if, it's when. Depends. As of right now, the U.S. may be broken, but it's not going to fall apart just yet. Robert says, what if micronations get nukes? If micronations get nukes, that's the bye-bye of civilization. Because 15-year-old kids would be like, I'm nuking you. And then there goes like a whole like city just like vapor. Torrance Kingman says, I want a nuke. I don't think you do want a nuke. Are you on the receiving end or are you buying one? Tiber Storm says, hello. Hello, Tiber Storm. Welcome to the stream. We're at 11 viewers and 22 likes, and we're at an hour and 25 seconds of on the stream. Chancellor of the Asthma Federation says, indeed, no more U.S. Federal government. The states' governments take over, might even make coalitions amongst themselves and multiple factions fighting for dominance. And that's probably what would happen. Tiber Storm says, had an electrical issue. Good to see you. Good to see you too, mister. Torrance Communion says, I want one. It's just for leverage. That's what North Korea does. That's not good. Astoria says, what if I nuke Baltimore? What if you nuke Baltimore? Robert says, do you support the free states of New Hampshire leaving America? I don't know anything about that movement, so I don't have an opinion on it. Astoria says, what if I nuke your house? What if I nuke your house? Better yet, what if I nuke your nation? Raspberry says, I support Wyoming's non-existent state. What's Wyoming? Seriously, what is it? Story says, what if I nuke Mars? Good luck. It'll probably run out of fuel before it even gets there. Robert says, I support any separatist movement as long as it's approved by popular referendum. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what most people's thinking would be. Raspberry says, I made it up. That's a nice argument, Senator. How about you back it up with a source? My source is I made it up. Vonner says, I want everyone existing nukes so I can destroy 95% of them and save the other 5% from an alien invasion like in the Avengers. Asuri says, what if I take over the world? What if you take over the world? Then what would you do? Chancellor of Asmore Federation says, Micronation BB War with our subs. The winner gets to fight the Republic of Molossia. Good luck with that. I don't think you do pretty well. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Depends on how many people you have. Raspberry says, "Don't nuke Mars. Then when we kill this planet, we won't have another planet to kill." That's based. Terrence Kingman says, "You should call it tie. You should call it tie. Your currency to the. You should all tie your currency to the Kingman Bank coin." Well, that's up to everyone else to do. Asteria says, "What if I blew up the sun?" Terrence says, "War is a waste." Asteria says, "Here comes the sun." Tiber Sun says, "Please talk more about national identity." What questions do you have about national identity? Like, what kind of questions do you have? Raz says, "What does based exactly mean?" I'm sure you can look that up on the Urban Dictionary. I don't know what it means. Different things to other people. Torrance Kingman says, "Yes, talk about national identity." Okay. Ask questions about national identity. Hopefully, I'll have an answer for him. Elijah Wood says, actually, Mars is so terrible that nuking it would actually help, which is true, and that's what scientists considered to terraform Mars, to create an atmosphere by using the intense heat. Tyrus Storm says, I missed the beginning of your talk. Yeah, it's been a very long stream. So, you can probably scroll to the front, or if you ask me questions, I can probably answer them. Astoria says, "Tell them the thing I sent you. I I sent you, Vincent. Please. Um, what did you send me? Bro, I got like DMs from a whole lot of people. Like, what's going on? Raspberry says, "Here comes the sun," and I'll say, "It's hot as heck." Elijah Wood says, "Base definition is the opposite of cringe." Oh my god. I'm not saying that on here, Astoria. It would be funny, but like, you got questions to answer. Um, Robert says, "What if the U.S. fractured into three kingdoms or a Japan-style warlord system? Then would micronations get independent?" I would think so. That seems very likely. Although you'd still have to contend with states, which have a which most states are better than others in terms of their economy. So it's really just a depends. Astoria says, "I just sent it. Yeah, I got your like notifications." Um, Torrance Kim says, "Robert, what if your micronation was far removed and well protected from the collapse?" Raspberry says, "The nuking Mars wouldn't work. How how would intense heat and radiation help? It would completely destroy and destabilize the dirt and rocks, creating not only a decade-long sandstorm, but also a." Robert said, "Then heck, yes, you are dependent." Um, Raspberry says, "A decade-long nuclear winter." Raspberry says, "It was a long to it was long to type, so yeah, it makes sense. I know it has like a word limit and stuff." So does anyone have any questions for national identity, or any questions about, like, I guess, stuff? Yes, a story. I know. I know you sent me another thing, bruh. So does anyone have any final questions or any more questions? Torrance Kingman says, "Anyone want to make money being my friend?" Okay. Elijah Wood said, "If you can eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you eat?" Sushi. Sushi. Pizza will make you fat, so sushi is a healthier option. We're at 8 viewers and 22 likes. Elijah, do you have any more questions? Or does anyone have any more questions? Well, since we have, Elijah says, "Did you know you can survive completely on goat milk?" That's interesting. I never thought of that. So, it's, um, Raspberry says, "What is national identity? What represents your nation? Pretty much. Like, if someone walked up to your nation and said, 'What are you about?' and you told them, 'Well, this is our identity. Here's our flag. This is what color represents us. Here is our national bird, our national flower, our national anthem.' It's like the identity of your nation. That's something easily identified by by just knowing. I gave an example of the United States is something that's highly recognizable to anyone. Uh, okay, you're welcome. I think AP streams are more interesting than mine. I don't know. We had a high point. Now we're kind of getting that low point. So let's see. So Astoria wanted me to. Miner says, "I want to see if you can create some sort of national identity without a state." Oh, if I can. Good luck with that. Uh, let us know if you're in the Discord. Let us know how that goes. Astoria wanted me to read. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is ever growing difficulty, and you could be exploited by a hacker, making you harder to track. Securing your privacy. Securing your privacy. Check out the link in the description to get a 20% off the first 2 months, and thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Okay. Anything else? Mani says, "I think it might be possible if I created a replacement for a state to manufacture a national identity." Okay. We're at 5 viewers and 22 likes. We've been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes because we don't have any sort of activity going on. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So get your last comments in so I can read it. And then I'll be ending the stream for tonight. Raspberry says, "Well, I gotta go. Thanks for the good time." You're welcome. Hope I was entertaining. Hesperia's national bird is the phoenix. Cool. Isn't because of what you said before that your nation rose out of a dying nation, so you rose like a phoenix. Um, Elijah Wood says 8 out of 10 stream. Vincent, good. Bye, Elijah. and says, Hescaria says, yeah, international food is dill and garlic pickles. Cool. I like pickles. Pickles are pretty good. All right. We're at the end of our stream. Um, as AP would do Eternia Forever. And then says we have a massive garden. Okay. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys for coming. AP would say Eternia Forever. Sadly, he couldn't come to the stream. So I'm hoping I was some form of entertainment for you guys tonight. Good night. Have a good day. Bye.